Hello. Welcome to the Back of the Room podcast. My name is Jimmy Day. Sorry, I was just sleeping there. Had to grab a little nap. I'm tired, guys. Sorry, I'm not starting off the show with my regular out of control energy, but I'm tired. You know, I always just gotta work. You know, everybody does, really. That's what life has become. It's just work. You know, people gotta go to work to make money. And then you come home and you gotta work on the house, or you gotta work on the yard. You gotta work on your taxes if it's tax season. But there's always something to work on. You know, I'm working on this old piece of shit house. Work on that all the time. And then, got to try and find a work on comedy, trying to work on the podcast, to work on editing, work on social media. Got a lot of work to do. And I'm not good at it. I'm not the best with time management or motivation. You know, I'm trying, but I'm just kind of tired. I need to work out, but I'm pretty tired from working and working on everything else. So, you know, who has time to work out? I should make time to work out, but I got to work on other stuff. I don't think any of that made sense, and it was very stupid, but, you know, I'm just working on it. I'm working on stuff. I'm working on how to start podcast. Another solo episode, as you can see. Nobody to interview, which is fine, I guess. All the guests probably had to work. And I didn't ask anybody today, so it just didn't work out. But I'm pretty tired, you know. Have fantasies of just buying a hot tub and staying in there for 12 to 14 hours at a time. That sounds pretty nice. Or, I guess you wouldn't want to sleep in there, but I'd like to, if possible. Maybe get some kind of flotation devices, some rubber wings. Keep you kind of buoyant while you're sleeping. Maybe put a little floating raft in there. I don't know the logistics. I haven't pulled the trigger on a hot tub. Knowing my luck, I would probably buy one off of Facebook and then get it home and set it up, and it's a piece of shit. Trying to save a buck. You know, I don't want to work more and pay for that brand new one at Watson's, if that store is still around. Probably is, I guess. You know, in that movie Wanted with Angelina Jolie, they are like assassins or whatever, and they bend the bullets. They're like, "Pachow!" And then it would bend. If I knew how to edit things, I would Photoshop me with a gun and then bending the bullet around the camera. I don't think I can do that. I might try to do a shitty attempt of it, but it's going to look really shitty. So, you know, sorry for that. But that movie Wanted, they're like assassins, and they're always fighting and getting bruised up and shot and shit. And then they get in that like white liquid stuff, and then they're like healed. That's the best part of that movie. I would love some of that magic milk stuff that they, you know, sit in. I could use it. My fucking back hurts. My shoulders hurt. A lot of things hurt right now. Just sore all the time from working on the house and working. And, you know, when I try to work out, I'm pretty sore after that. So get into that white liquid in my new hot tub from Watson's. I think that's a pretty good idea. So comment below if you know if that white liquid that's like magic exists. or if there's some concoction that I could maybe put in a bathtub, maybe, half water, a gallon of milk, a little soap, just to might as well get the bathing out of the way too while I'm in there. Maybe some cream cheese, ranch. I don't know what they put in there or what's going to make the best rejuvenating mixture for my bath, but if it's real and you're a fan of the movie Wanted, let me know. So, pretty tired. Sleeping is never... I love to sleep. It's always great. And I wish I could do it more. I do it enough, I guess. But I can never fall asleep. That's the thing, Some people just shut their eyes and they're asleep. That sucks. I wish I could do that. I mean, I'm glad you can do it, I guess, but I'm pretty jealous. So I always have a tough time falling asleep. And then, sometimes I'll wake up at 5 a.m., can't fall back to sleep. That always sucks, too. So I'd love to sleep in a Wanted white mixture hot tub every day and not go to work. That's basically my dream. Or if I do have to work, maybe be some type of mattress tester for one of these big mattress companies. I'm not sponsored by a mattress company yet, but if any of you guys are out there listening, Saatva, Serta, I don't know a lot of mattress companies, but any mattress company is open to sponsor. And if you're interested in hiring me to be a mattress tester, I think I'd be pretty good at it. Here's how it's going to work. You give me the mattress, you deliver it to the house, and I sleep on it for a month or two at a time. And, I sleep as long as I want, maybe 8, 10, 12, 15 hours, whatever. And I'm getting paid for when I'm asleep. I'll wear one of those things, those watches or whatever that monitor your sleep. I'm not a tech guy. I'm a mattress tester. So if I'm asleep, I'm getting paid. And then when I wake up, I'll write a report on how my sleep was. I'm like, this mattress is a little more firm than I'd like. It's a little hot. I'd like it to be a little more breathable, and then I'll just give my opinion on it for 1 to 2 months. And then that's going to give you a lot of data that you can use to sell more mattresses. After that one, you bring another mattress in, sleep on that one for another 1 to 2 to 3 months. Same thing, getting paid while I'm asleep, getting paid for the report, getting all that data. I think I'm doing you guys a great service here. After I'm done sleeping, though, and done with the report, I can do whatever I want in the my free time during the day. So I think it's a pretty good deal for both of us. If I was gonna say a salary, if you're interested, I'm thinking $100K, $120 maybe. That seems fair. I mean, clocking a lot of hours, and some of these mattresses I'm not even gonna like, so that's gonna affect my sleep even more. I'll probably be up, tossing and turning. So that's really a benefit to you guys, because if I only sleep a few hours a night, I'm only getting paid a few hours a night too. So mattress tester, that's the new job that I want. Seems like a lot less work, and that's really what I'm interested in. So comment below, Serta or Saatva. Hit me up. Yeah, folks, I don't know. Might take another nap. I might not. What's been going on, though? Been doing couple podcasts here or there. Got another solo episode. So I'm trying to put one in the bank. Bank's running a little dry, though, so I got to do one of these. Start kicking them out a little faster. A few weeks ago, I did a little work at the St. Charles Funny Bone. We're obviously at the world-famous Westport Funny Bone. At the St. Charles Funny Bone, they had this big-ass hole in the wall where the bar was, and it, like, looked out into the showroom. I'm not sure why they built it like that, because it was very noisy. They had like a curtain you could pull, and it would kind of help with a little bit of the noise, but it was noisy. There'd be people at the bar talking, or if somebody's blending a cocktail or whatever they do, it was a little loud, so you'd hear stuff in the showroom. It was distracting. So I was like, hey, Kevin, I'll fill that in for you, sometime. And finally did it a few weeks ago. And I think it looks pretty good. I basically had to build a wall into the hole where it was, put up these kind of like white panels, trimmed it out, and it does seem like it's working pretty good. A lot less noise and things going on. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to do it because I did it by myself. I probably should have had somebody there to help me out a couple times, but that's neither here nor there. So, just talking about more work. Worked on that, did regular work, didn't work out. Still got to work out. Still working on that. Working on working out. That's what I'm doing without actually working out. And I don't know, a couple weeks ago, I think it was on a Friday, went over to Helium and saw Mr. Dave Attell. Dave Attell, right back there. Went on vacation with him one time. Hell of a guy. Super funny, as always. I don't know how he does it. He's just a fucking joke machine. Every time you see him, he's got different jokes. He's been doing it forever, but goddamn, does that guy write some jokes. And most of them just go into the ether. He gives them away to people, and that's it. They're gone. He's so fucking good that 90% of his jokes are not documented on a special or, recording, anything like that. They're just at the live show, and that's awesome. One of the best to ever do it. Shout out to Dave Attell. But, that was great. Had a lot of... I've seen him 2 or 3 times in the last 2-ish years, probably. And I don't know if I'd heard any of the jokes. And he just had a special come out, like, in the last couple of years. So, he's the man. Shout out to Dave Attell. If you haven't seen him live, go see him live. So that was awesome. And I think it was that same week we had a big ass tree in our side yard of this old piece of shit house, and it was, I'm guessing, 100 years old. The house is like 135 years old, so that's probably about right. But it was a huge tree, and it was leaning kind of towards the house. One, it was split off, kind of forked in the middle, and then leaning hard towards the house. And I might have talked about it before, but I did a little tree trimming myself by throwing a vortex football over a couple limbs and using a pole or a hand saw a rope saw, that is, to cut a few limbs off. Helped a little, but it was like a couple different guys looked at it and like, yeah, it should probably come down. And it's a good thing it did come down because it was totally hollow. The limbs were hollow. Could have really broken and fallen at any time, so that would have sucked. So these dudes came over, started chopping down the tree, taking it down piece by piece. They had this lift, like a bucket lift kind of deal, chopping it down. The yard is fucked, but, the tree had to come down, and those huge chunks coming down on a yard are going to leave a hole. So what are you going to do? But, yeah, tree came down, and they were supposed to have this other guy come and do, like, the stump grinding. There's a huge fucking stump on it. Like, you couldn't even double this, I don't know, 4-foot diameter, if I was guessing. What's the best podcast in the world? I don't know. I'm stumped. So he didn't come when he was supposed to, but he finally did show up like a week later, and he started grinding it, and then his stump grinder broke, and he just left. I was like, hey, what the fuck? He just did like half and then left. Heard from the other guy, his thing broke. He's coming back later the next day or the next couple days to finish it. So he finishes it. And the deal was it was going to be an extra $500 to haul away the wood chips. And, you know, I was like, I'll save some money. I'll get rid of them. So go to work, come back, and there is a fuck ton of wood chips. You know, obviously it's a 4-foot diameter stump. It's going to cause a lot of wood chips. I knew it was going to be a lot, but damn, there was a fuck ton of wood chips. I was like, I got an idea, though. Seems like, you know, you put anything on Facebook Marketplace for free, and people are going to come get it. So I took a couple pictures. Like, hey, free mulch. I might have said organic somewhere in the description of it. And lo and behold, people started showing up and messaging me, hey, I'll take this free mulch. Okay. Come on over. First lady didn't show. It's like, whatever. Hopefully some other people message. Other people showed up, and this one dude had like a single like laundry basket looking container. And I was like, oh, you don't have a truck, obviously. Are you just going to get this much? And I don't know what the fuck he did. He filled it up a few times, and I gave him a couple trash bags. And I was like, all right, buddy, that wasn't much help. He didn't really put a dent in it there, but whatever. But, yeah, then this other dude, he's like, I got a truck. I was like, all right, buddy, come on over. He loaded it up, took it back. I think he came back and got another load. And had a couple other guys get, some truck beds full. And it's pretty much gone now. So, worked out pretty good. It did take a couple weeks, but saved me $500, and people got some organic mulch. It really is mulch. I mean, that's what fucking mulch is wood chips. So, it worked out. But now I got this big fucking hole in the lawn and all these little holes everywhere. So, gonna have to fill in that with some clean fill dirt, and have to go pick up that from my parents' land or something or whatever, and fill that in. Some more work. Just a lot of more work. Still need to mow. I gotta work on the lawn. Just working, folks. You gotta work, bitch. Who said that? Was it Britney Spears or Socrates? I don't remember. But yeah, just work it out, folks. And try to take some time to hop into a hot tub or a pool or do something fun, because that's really where you want to be instead of working. But going to have to work on the rest of this episode after we get back, because I'm going to take a quick break. Be right back with more Back of the Room. And we're back. Well, I guess it's just, and I'm back. No guest. Solo episode. Got a nice rum and coke here with a lime wedge from Heather. Shout out to Heather. Appreciate it. Yeah. Second half of another solo ep. Talked a lot about work. Got kind of depressing, as they usually do, I guess. Try to change that going forward. Maybe not, though. Whatever. Usually... Oh, I got lime juice everywhere. Whoops. But, yeah, the guest... liven things up a little bit. The next one I'll have a guest, I'm sure. Damn it, these straws are the same exact height of the lid of the rim of the glass I got going here, so that's a problem. Need another inch or two on that straw. That's what she said. Without the straw, fuck me. Whatever. Michael Scott. Oh, world's best boss. Tying it all together. Was that worth it? No. Let's go. Talking about work for a little bit more, and then I'll switch topics. Tired of work. Don't like it. Want to be a mattress tester or something similar to that, and also want that white liquid in a hot tub. But, some work, I guess, can be rewarding. Worked on my old Bronco the other day. Got it running a lot better. Took it out for a cruise. That was good. Did some tile work yesterday and the day before, which fucking sucked. I'm not that great at it. I've done it several times, but not really my forte. They make these big-ass tiles now that are like 2 foot by 4 foot, or I got these other ones that were 32 inches by 32 inches. So they're fucking huge, where your standard tile's like 12 by 12. So I was like, yeah, I'll get these huge ones, and it'll cover more ground, and it'll be way easier. It was not. Much harder to cut and lift and place and situate. So I guess that's the trend now. Huge ass tiles. I think it turned out okay. I got the floor done yesterday. I still got to grout it, but it was a fucking pain in the ass. So if you need any tile work done, don't call me, because I'm not going to do it. Really don't care for it at all. So, yeah, there's that. A couple weeks ago, got my other old car out and met my dad at Pudman Ford in St. Charles for a car show. That was a good time. Got there a little later than we probably should have, but it was fine. Perfect amount of time, actually, because these shows usually start at 8 a.m. and then they go till about 3-ish, generally. I think the entrance price, usually they, charge something just to pay for the, the space and the stuff like that. His old car club was running it. So all Ford show, which I'm a big fan of. Big Ford guy. My dad's a big Ford guy. Took our cars there, parked next to each other. Checked out all the cars. There's a Ford GT there, which was fucking dope. I wish I had one of those, but now they're a lot of fucking money. So probably not going to happen unless get a few more listeners here on the Back of the Room podcast. And by I mean a few, like a couple million or more, probably. It's an expensive car. But, yeah, hung out, kind of just looked at the cars, grabbed, there was a food truck there, grabbed some barbecue, and had a couple drinks and hung out. You sit in some folding chairs, bullshit with other people about their cars. It's a pretty good time. It was a nice day. It wasn't 100 degrees like it has been. It was like 80 degrees. So that was a good time. No work involved there, And surprisingly, I won 2 trophies, which is nice, I don't really expect to win trophies all the time when I go to car shows, but it was cool. I got they didn't do classes, which I don't know why they didn't do that this year, but they did like a top 30 or top 40 or something, and then I got the sponsor's choice. So I got these little plaque things that I'll probably put in my garage. So that was cool. Hung out with my dad. Andy Hamilton stopped by, former guest of Back of the Room podcast. That was a good time. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll hit up another car show this weekend. But you never know. But, yeah. Got the open mic tonight. Hoping to get on. Got a couple new jokes I want to try out. I think 1 or 2 of them has potential. And one is, probably not going to work, but it might. I wish I knew if it would for sure, but I really don't. Kind of worried about it, actually. But what are you going to do? You got to take the bull by the horns or the mic by the handle and say words into it and hope people laugh. Basically the same saying. You can quote me on that. But, yeah, what else has been going on? I try to watch some movies and TV shows before I go to bed, usually, because I can't sleep until 1 in the morning, usually. Been watching a little bit of that House of the Dragon, the prequel to Game of Thrones. I was late to Game of Thrones, and I started watching. I was like, damn, this is awesome. And got through everything. The ending was garbage, spoiler alert. But everybody's complaint was there wasn't enough dragon shit, they wanted more dragon stuff. And that's kind of the only thing I like about the prequel. The prequel, they were like, did you like Game of Thrones but wish there was even more incest? Well, then you're going to love House of the Dragon. It should be called House of the Incest, at least season 1. I'm into season 2 now, about halfway, and it's all right. I like the dragon shit. There's more dragon stuff going on. But I don't know about some of these characters. So we'll see how it ends, or I don't know if they're doing another season. I don't really keep up on all this Game of Thrones shit, but I am watching it, so it's something to do. You get a little incest, you get a little dragons. That's the show, basically. It could be called Incest and Dragons, really. Be a more apt title. But, yeah, watching that. Also, Happy Gilmore 2 came out. And, spoiler alert, it fucking sucks. It's got like a jillion views on Netflix. And I guess that's all they care about. But, Happy Gilmore, the original, was one of my favorite movies ever. I watched it a million times when I was a kid. And when I heard they were doing Happy Gilmore 2, I was like, just don't do what I'm pretty sure you're going to do. And then that's what they did. I love Adam Sandler, but god damn it, dude. Why'd you do what you did? I guess it was a Happy Madison production. And it seems like all these movies have the same fucking format and just corny nonsense, not based in reality, fucking shticky suck. I've liked a couple of them, but god damn it, man. Why couldn't you just made a real movie? Because Happy Gilmore was just a great movie. You know, he was a hockey player. Now he's playing golf. I mean, it's just a little more believable than fucking everything that happened in Happy Gilmore 2. Spoiler alert. I mean, everybody's seen it by now, so I don't know if I even need spoiler alert, but Veronica Vaughn, double spoiler alert. You can pause it for a second or whatever. Nobody's watching this. Everybody's watching Happy Gilmore 2. They kill her in about 15 seconds into the movie. And I'm like, well, you didn't need to do that. I know that his dad died from getting hit in the head with a hockey puck, but you could have just made a new plot line and not done that. I mean, she was in Modern Family after Happy Gilmore and forever, and is a way bigger actress now than she was when she got her break in Happy Gilmore 1. So maybe just don't kill her off for no reason. And then send Happy Gilmore into a spiral of alcoholism, which isn't that fun, you know. In the first one, it was fun because he was like a wild card, crazy guy, and he did drink and have a good time. And yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's make it about alcoholics and Alcoholics Anonymous and having one through line joke of drinking out of things that you don't usually drink out of. Like, oh, is this a mouse from a computer? No, it's actually a flask. Let's do that 25 more times. Is that good? No, it's not. Should we also have, I don't know, 112 cameos? No, you shouldn't do that either. Maybe one or two, not just make cameos and callbacks the entire movie. You could have done that. So, didn't like it at all. The use of Shooter McGavin was fucking dumb and could have been way better. They could have stayed rivals and played on the senior tour. That would have been my pitch of an actual movie. But no, let's get the kid from Sixth Sense and make him a really good golfer and invent a surgery that doesn't exist to where he can hit the ball 500 yards into fucking Candyland where some unlikable guy with bad breath has this new live style league, and then do that. So yeah, it was bad, and it's got a jillion views on YouTube, which is apparently all they care about. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're like, oh, well, that one worked so well. Let's make a Happy Gilmore 3, or let's ruin another classic Sandler movie. Billy Madison 2. Now he's going back to college at 56 years old. Let's do that. Please don't. Sandler, I love you, but knock it off with everything that happened in Happy Gilmore 2. You know? Just no. Just no. So, yeah, sorry if you haven't seen it. Apparently that everyone has, so there's not a lot of spoilers there, but that's just my take. Goddamn. I don't know where to go from here. I'm just reliving watching Happy Gilmore 2, and it's really bringing me down. So, I'm going to take a sip here, and we might just call it a day, folks. Oh, I just got a reminder from this. I'm just looking around and talking about stuff. I'm kind of the Brick Tamland of podcasting at this point. I love Lamp. Oh, wait a second. I do love South Park, though, because god damn it, those motherfuckers do not miss. That first episode was so fucking good. Just giving it to Trump in the most South Park way of all time. They got $1 billion from Paramount Plus or whatever, and they were just like, fuck you to everyone. So fucking good. I love those guys. Second episode was great too. So glad that they're going to be doing it for the foreseeable future. They're the best. If anybody doesn't like South Park, and did like Happy Gilmore 2, I don't really need to talk to you ever. So there's the line in the sand right there. But yeah, watch South Park, and don't bother watching Happy Gilmore 2 unless you want it to ruin your childhood. Hopefully I kind of put a pin on it there. I don't know if I did or not, but until next time, thanks for listening and or watching Back of the Room.